Okay, let's analyze another chart here. So we are looking at the euro dollar in the daily time frame. So this is a really big time frame. And again, just have a look at this chart and try to see the overall breaches. That's how we can see the market conditions at first. And try to see if we have a channel, a range, a trend, something combined. Just pause the video and think about this. Okay, so we can see the overall territories for the buys here, okay? And higher here, there's another buy at this area. And this area here is quite confusing to see, but this is actually a buy from here, okay? This is visible, even though it's so small. In here, it's so fast. But this area is actually quite visible. In our big boy, okay? You will know how to track these areas, but here we have a big boy buyer, okay? So ahead in the course, especially in time frames, you will learn how to spot these areas, because this can get confusing, because as I was saying in the previous lessons, it's like so fast and hardly pulls back, but he can see it, okay? The big boy can see it. So, okay, so we went up to this spot and then we breached above. And in this last breach, you have all this area here. It goes higher, it rests, then it goes higher again, and it rests again, okay? So all this area here is reacting, okay? And so we have a trend. So we don't have quite a channel, but we have a trend all up to this spot, and then we start moving sideways, okay? Every time you start to see this kind of movement sideways, you immediately need to think, okay, we are still in a trend state. But if we are touching so many times, if we are going higher, lower, okay, there's something wrong, okay? And you should think immediately for a range, okay? So we tried to breach here, we couldn't, okay? First touch. Up here, we couldn't. We crashed down with strength all the way to the breach line. Then we reacted again, and it rested immediately 100%. Okay, so this seller rested 100% all the way up to there. And this time, it almost seems like you have an incident. It's debatable if it's an incident or not, so we will continue. So this buyer tried here, it's just resting. So this is the seller push, and in this area, yes, you have an incident. This is a big incident here, and this is already also the fourth touch. So at this area, when this guy starts to come back, okay, this is a potential buy from here. But somehow this guy is not actually going anywhere, because he rests again. He rests here, he tries to go again, he rests 100%. So this is the seller, but from here, why the hell didn't he go all the way up there? Okay, this place, why the hell didn't he go all the way up there? He did the last times, so it's weird, okay. Maybe the range is a little lower. It might, okay, just continue to see it. So it goes lower, and this seller just rested 100%, okay? So this is the tiny details here. And you have another touch. Then it goes higher from here, and it rests again at the same area. So at this point, maybe this is the range, okay? This is something that you need to keep on your mind, okay? Don't be so fixed on ideas that, yeah, it needs to be exactly like in that spot, okay? The market will tell you where is he operating from, okay? So at this point, you might think, okay, this might be the range here, and this area up here is all pressure from the seller. So this would be incidents as well, okay? So we continue to see the market pushing down and reacting again from here. When it reacts from here again, okay, this is another buy you can take. But this time, look at this buy. Slow, slow. It rests fully. Not even up there. Okay, so whatever the case may be in this analysis, so you will notice that we started the analysis with the range up there. Okay, you had two reactions in the same spot. Okay, then it was reacting lower here. Okay, something strange is going on, and now it's even lower. What the hell? So is this a range or a squeeze, as Nevin already mentioned before? Because it looks like a squeeze from this seller. So when something is happening like this, you need to be careful, because this buyer reacted strong here. Seller reacted strong. Strong here, strong seller. Strong here, strong seller. Weak buyer. Something is wrong, because this guy here it's the place where the buyer is sitting. So if he's sitting at this area, why the hell is he pushing so slowly? Okay, and then this happens. All right, so this is one of the reasons why gauging momentum is so important. Okay, you always need to look at gauging the momentum as best as you can, because gauging the momentum will give you how is the strength of your buyer or of your seller, so that you can understand who is winning in this picture. Because sometimes these ranges, they can do this, okay, like a squeeze in one of the extremes of the ranges, okay. And this one was squeezing. That's why we were looking at the range, and it's reacting from different areas every time. Okay, because it was squeezing the price down. This seller was interested in selling lower and lower. Okay, and it eventually broke, and it even broke everyone all the way down there. Okay, this is a range the same, but our buys worked. They worked the same, but not that good. Okay? So I hope you like this example, because this is an odd one. Okay, cheers.